Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm again coming up with the new video of market profile series. I have already shared a video on market profile basics and the candlesticks. What are the difference between the market profile and the candlesticks? One can the people who have not yet watched, just go back and watch the video and come back to this video. Okay. I request everyone who's interested in learning market profile started from the beginning, please do subscribe the channel. Okay, so let me start in the today's video. There is what are we going to cover today in this video. Okay, in the previous video I have shared the market profile and the candlesticks, what are the differences, and now we are going to see the splitted version of a market profile and splitted version of a market profile daily chart, and how exactly the market profile is being built. It's bell curve, then the POC, PPOC, and value area. So these are the topics will be covered today in the session. Okay, the next one is the split view and the unsplit view. Okay, if you guys can see the split view, so unsplit view, so this is unsplit view. Okay, as in the previous video I said, each of the prints A, B, C, D are of 30 minutes. Okay, so here each of the prints, you can see there is a overlap of each of the prints. So this is an unsplit view, and if you split the view, this is how it looks like. Okay, just to give you an example how exactly the prints, let in the previous video I said O is the opening. Okay, let us say in the unsplitted view A starts printing. Okay, A starts printing. Okay, A is printed till here. Okay, so now when the next 30 minutes starts, B starts printing here. Okay, here and here A's high is available here. So in the unsplit view, what happens is the B starts printing over it. Okay, B. Okay, B. Okay, now let us say C is starting here. Let us say C is starting again at the same here. So C prints and one more print comes above B. Okay, B, and here there is a gap. C prints here. So this is how they start overlapping above each of the prints if there is a space available. So this is how exactly the unsplitted view looks like. What exactly the splitted view looks the same uh, print which I have just shared. Let us say opening is here. Okay, A prints here. A prints A. Okay, so now A are over till here. Okay, now B starts B1 2 3, so 3 overlap B B B. So in the unsplitted version, one of the B here A overlaps above, I mean starts moving above the B, but here in the unsplit version B prints on the same column, on the same prints. Now C starts here, so C starts like this, guys. Okay, so basically in the splitted version they start occupying the space available on each of the prints when market moves above that. In the unsplitted version they just show like a candlesticks of 30 minutes. Okay, so this is the basic differentiation and how exactly they start printing. Hope you guys got an understanding how they start printing. Okay, so now going to the next, guys, so this is the unsplitted version of a daily market profile view, and this is a splitted version of the daily market profile. So next is the bell curve. So how exactly the market profile is being built is based on bell curve. Okay, let me give you a introduction how exactly and why exactly they started with the bell curve. Okay, guys, so this is the bell curve. In the next videos I'll be explaining my setups and everything based on this videos itself, guys. This is based on the bell curve only. Okay, So let us consider a school. Okay, in the school we have 100 students. Okay, 100 students. Out of 100 students, we know that at an average 70% of the students are average students. Okay, so they score between 40% to 70%. Okay, so this is the place most of the students uh, are present. Okay, that is their scoring is above 40% and between 70%. So this in the school 70% of the student comes under this category. So what market profile says is, okay, in the balanced day is the curve look like exactly the same. You can see this is the balanced day. Let me just okay, I'll show you after this. So here in the on the balanced day 70% of the trades are done. In the market profile, the terminology is, we call it as a value area. Okay, value area. So what is the value area? Value area is the place where 70% of the trades are done on that particular day. Okay, let us say in on a particular stock, there are 1 lakh stocks or contracts are traded. Okay, among them, this is the price range where 70,000 of the stock are traded. 70% of the overall trading is done in this particular range. So in a particular school, in a particular class, we have 70% of the students who comes under average category. Then comes good, then comes exceptional. This comes around 13%, 13.5 around. Okay, remaining are exceptional. The same way on the downside, poor, very poor. Okay, so this is the other places where the operators activities being seen in the market profile. So basically if you see the 70% of the trades are done in the value area. So the one which is at the top, guys, one which is at the top, this is value area high, value area high. This is value area low. In a trending market, guys, just a hint, in a trending market what they say is, if the market price is above yesterday's value area high or value area low, in a bull market above value area high, in a bear market below value area low are considered to be a good trading zone, guys. So basically we are out of this average range of 70%. Then it is a good trade range for us to trade. So above value area high, it is good to trade. Below value area low, it is good to go short. Okay, this is in the trending market. Okay, just to show you guys how exactly representation. So if you see here, okay, this is the bell curve shape, and this is our value area high, this is our value area low, and this is our POC. POC, I'll just give you an example. POC is a place, okay, in the bell curve shape, the example which I shared just now, in a particular school there is 70% of the students are average. In that range there is a range where uh, average students are very high. Let us say 50% is the place where most of the students are available in that 50%. Okay, so Basically, a point of control is in a particular day in a value area. That is the place where most of the trades are done in the market or in an index or in a stock. So that is the point of control. Point of control, they say it as a magnet. Price always tries to attract or come towards the point of control. So this is a magnet. If market is above point of control, it tries to come back to the point of control. If it is below the point of control, it tries to go back to the point of control. Just to give an example how exactly these things looks like in market profile. Okay, you can see in this diagram, this is our value area high, this is our point of control, and this is our value area low, and this is the range where more 70% of the trades are done, guys. Okay, what is the POC? Look at this, guys. This is the place where most of the, you can see the volumes, right? Volumes are traded high in the value area. So within the value area, there is a place where most of the volumes are traded. Okay, that's the price range. We call it as POC. Okay, this is an example of exactly the market profile. We value area high, value area low, and POC looks like. Then one more thing, most important, guys, is the PPOC. PPOC, just to give you an example, how what is the PPOC? Okay, we know that as of now we know this is our POC. Okay, this is our POC. But what if, see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 prints available at POC. If there are 10 and above prints are present in the at the POC, that we call it as a PPOC. That is nothing but prominent point of control. This is a very strong support and resistance in the market profile, guys. So whenever if you are going long and at the immediate top, if you have a PPOC, make sure your trade could end in a risk, that you should be careful about your trade. So PPOC is very strong than POC. POC, if you see in the PPOC, you see there are 13 prints. Okay, the same way, if you look at the other chart, uh, okay, so there are only 7 prints available here at the POC. So this is the POC. So here we today we got to know what exactly the bell curve is, what exactly the POC is, what exactly the value high area high is, what exactly the value area low is, and what exactly the prominent point of control is. So these are the basic concepts. These are the basic terminologies which we use in market profile. And there are a couple of some more where exhaustion level, single prints, and value area high volume node, low volume node, extremes. So these are a couple of things which needs to be explained. I'll be explaining them in the next video, guys. Hope you like this video. Please share, subscribe, and comment if you guys have any doubts. I'll try to improve my video quality, my language control in the next videos, guys. Thanks for watching the video.